Welcome to Learn with Amin. In this video, I'll be talking about how to add peer reviews to your Web of Science profile. What is Web of Science profile used for? It is used to submit the proof of peer reviews to United States USCIS department. Now, let me take a step back and explain the context. If you are born in a country in the subcontinent, then it is difficult to get a green card through EB3 category and lower categories because there is a very long line of applicants who are waiting for their current date. And also going through an employer, it takes a very long time because you also have to go through the process which is called as perm process, and it takes years. Now here there is a catch. If you have a research profile, then you can do a self petition in the category of EB2 and EB1. If you want to get started with EB2 or EB1, and if you need to consult me, then you can reach out to me and I can get you started on the process of EB2 or EB1 application. I'll let you know how to get started, but that is out of the scope of our current video. In today's video, I'll be specifically talking about a very minor issue, which is after you have performed peer reviews for any journal or conference, it does not get added to the Web of Science profile. Now, in that case, you want to get it added to the Web of Science profile because that profile is submitted to USCIS and they give you credits for having contributed to the research community by peer reviewing the journal submissions or conference submission. So let's get started with the video. Let's see the Web of Science profile. So this is an example profile, and as you can see, the last review that was performed was in February 28, 2025. But today the date is 16th March and there was one peer review done today, and that peer review has not been added to the Web of Science profile. Now we want to get that peer review added to the Web of Science profile. So how do we do that? We are seeing the process in this video. So for that, you would have to submit an email. So let's look at the email submission. First thing is you need to add the proof of peer review to the email that I'm specifying. Now let's see how does the proof of peer review looks like. So this is how it looks like. This is the journal and they are acknowledging that you have submitted the review. So basically you have submitted the review and they have received the review and they provide an acknowledgement that we have a review received. So that is, they say, dear doctor, thank you for submitting your review of the following manuscript, and they mention the manuscript ID and manuscript title and the authors. So I have redacted this information because it is sensitive information, but the attachment that I am providing to this email address, it is not redacted. So it has complete information and that is going to the Web of Science team for their review. So how do we go about it is, so first thing is you need to submit this to this email address, which is reviews@webofscience.com. They are going to review your peer review and they will add it to your profile. So today is Sunday, and after I submit this email, they are going to review my email on the next working day and they are going to add my peer review to my Web of Science profile. It's a tongue twister. So under CC, you can add any email. Then you can add a subject, request to add a review to my profile. Now, when you start the email body, you are going to add your Web of Science review ID. That is basically your researcher ID. Let's add Web of Science researcher ID. It is specific to each individual, so please add your own researcher ID when you are sending this email. Next, you can add your ORC ID as well. After that, you need to write the body of the email. So what does this contain is, you need to write, "Hello team, my name is so and so. I'm writing to kindly request that you add a review I completed to my Web of Science profile. I have attached the completion proof to this email. I would greatly appreciate it if you could add this review to my profile as soon as possible. Thank you for your time and consideration." And after that, you need to click on send. There is also one additional step of adding the review manually to your WOS profile, which is basically the Web of Science profile. So let us see on how to add it. After you add it manually, you need to provide the review ID to the Web of Science review team. So you need to click on add a review. You need to say publisher invited review and journal or conference you reviewed for. So it is the conference or journal that you have reviewed for. It is specific to your peer-reviewed journal and date you performed the review. You need to mention the date. So in my case, it is 16th March 2025. And then I need to search the article. If the article you reviewed has been published, please enter its DUI. So DUI is present only for the articles that have been published, but the current article that we are talking about, it is reviewed today. It has not been published. So DOI will not be present. In that case, you need to provide any of the other IDs, which is Web of Science accession number, PubMed ID, archive ID, title. So you can just add, then click on search. It might not find it, but it has found the manuscript ID. Now, after that, you need to click on create review. Now, this is going to create a review ID for the article that you have reviewed. So basically it says review ID, WOS review ID. You need to copy this. So with this, what happens is you are adding the peer review manually to your profile and then providing this review ID to the WOS team for them to verify this. So you can mention WOS review ID, and apart from that, you can add all this information. Okay. And then you can once again the proof of peer review. Click on open and then click. So once this email is sent, on the next working day, the team will review your email. Then they will review your proof of peer review, and then they will add the peer review to your Web of Science profile, and that increases the count of peer reviews you have done. And in such way, you can increase the peer reviews and you can show your contribution to the research community, and that acts as a positive point to USCIS. And if you need any help with getting started on your application for EB2, NIW, or EB1 self-petition application, then you can reach out to me for consultation. Thank you. Take care and bye-bye.